Hey, welcome to my channel. Once again, I am here to show you some development of ReactJS. So this time I have already almost completed installing the npm dependencies, and this time I have already created my first React app and we're now up and running. So this time I'm allowing now my browser to display this one to a local host. So this time you can see now the logo of my React and seeing some files that most of them are resided in our src folder, but then we will gonna be removing unnecessary files there. So we will only just maintain the apps.css, app.js. So of course, whenever you have deleted those files, we have also to debug and remove those imported file, for particularly in app.js and in index.js. So I'm removing and cleaning it up, and I'll show you the index.js. We have also to remove those import that index.css, and back to my app.js. I have to clean up in between those div tags, and it should be coming like this. Oops, I think I have forgot one report web vital function there at the bottom. So let's delete it, refresh, and automatically our page will show an empty white page. All right, so this time let's put some hello world, and this will gonna be our first page that we're gonna be working with. Right, so let's replace it some elements such as button, and suppose if we are going to click this button, it will be increasing a number. So perhaps I might be assigning some constant here, like let's set a constant number equals to 0, and let's try to display that variable pretty much like a typical JavaScript, and we'll be expecting that there will be a 0 there, but nothing happening because we haven't invoked yet some functionality there. And probably I'll just create another constant that it will be invoked later in our event, and I'll be including that on click somewhere in our button element, and that would be an increase number variable with a small I and capital N there, and the typical incrementing number equals to number plus 1. So perhaps we might be expecting that this should be working fine though, but it seems that I got one warning there. Though this is a typical JavaScript, let's try to work if it will print it to our log console, but it seems that the constant will not change, and instead of using better as variable or let, yeah, it works, but it seems that it doesn't increase. But however, our console is displaying an incremental value there, 1 2 3 4 5 and so on. So that's the reason why that a typical React is only rendering once, and this is now what we will going to use a useState, and this will gonna be imported here in our React, and by constructing our new function here will be going to be a useState, and our variable will going to be a number function and set number. So perhaps we'll have to remove this increment expression, and we might be using a set number to change the value. Initially the number is 0 from the useState, and there you can see that if I will assign statically and set number, it's pretty much now rendering, because normally we have already triggered that the number change, and it will be rendered from our JSX within our HTML. So pretty good. Now it seems that it's incrementing by 1, and let's try to work using decrement. Well done. So we have done already our React use state. Thank you for now.